Hi Capricorn, welcome to your fortnightly reading with me, Raphael Ray from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. So, this is going to be a fortnightly reading because I am off on my travels next week. Finally getting a holiday, which is, as many of you know now, much needed and I believe well deserved, and I'm going to say that because I bloody believe it. So thank you so much for tuning in. So the reason this is going to be a fortnightly reason is for the same reason that I just explained, and I wanted to guide you through the next couple of weeks because I think they're going to be crucial. Obviously we've got the new moon in Virgo happening, and more importantly there's other transits that are set to take place, which I will be posting other videos around. I'm really excited to do those as well, so I really hope that you enjoy them. So I just want to say, into both of these decks I would like to call in all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I hope that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what the first card out is. So the first card is your actions. It's your actions and your interactions in the world and how they may well be received or play out. So let's see what we have. So you got, wow, so there you go. Capricorn, you come out straight away in your own reading. The the King of Pentacles is an earth sign male. So you're talking about a Taurus, a Capricorn or a Virgo. You are a Capricorn, so effectively this comes up as you. So this is your actions. This is about how you act. What is the King of Pentacles all about? So as a person, I've already described him. This is somebody that's steady, dependable, hardworking, somebody that's focused on their goals, focused on achieving. A Capricorn male or an earth sign male is going to feature over the next 2 weeks for you, and this will be somebody that you interact with. As an archetype of ourselves, the court cards represent aspects of who we are, aspects of what we are in the world. And the taglines for this card represent accomplishment, achievement, attainment, physical manifestation of all of the efforts that we've actually put into something. So also, the King of Pentacles talks about the ability to abide by the rules. You know, this talks about the ability to really work on creating something by going through the process, not cutting any corners, you know, doing things by the book, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, doing your research, doing your planning, going through the method, and then finally the delivery, and then even a conclusion after that. It's almost scientific actually in its approach, you know, because the King of Pentacles is somebody that does that. He's in it for the long haul, knows how to go through all of the steps. And what this kind of says to me is, Capricorn, over the next 2 weeks you are going to start laying the foundations for your big finish, you know, for your big show. I feel like you guys are gearing up to something, and I have felt this probably for the last 2-3 months, because you've been working quite hard, you know, in terms of doing all of the internal work, you know, really shifting some of the baggage, really getting into the nitty-gritty of who am I, what is this baggage that I have, does it serve me, is it going to serve me going forward, if I need to get rid of it, how is it going to help me, you know, who will I be once I'm able to cut this baggage off, you know, to offload some of the stuff that no longer serves me, that doesn't belong in my future, you know. And once you've done that kind of work, you're then on an even keel. Then you've got a real foundation that you can start to build on. You've created your own terra firma. And who better to create terra firma than an earth sign, than the original earth sign? You know, you guys are, aside from Taurus, because obviously fixed is earth and all the rest of it, but Capricorn is relentless, it's hard, it's, you know, it's ruled by Saturn as well, you know. So this is talking about the structure, it's talking about the design, it's talking about the time that it takes to create the design. And this is what I feel like the next 2 weeks are going to be about for you. All of your actions. This is you creating an action plan. I kind of feel like you're on this, you know, it's really juicy. That's the feeling that I'm getting from it. I get this feeling that you're on the precipice. You're about to formulate and solidify the final thought of, right, now I know what it is that I want. And I tell you what, fuck me. Yeah, one of the, not scariest things, but one of the true things to behold is a Capricorn that's made up their mind. Once they know what they're going for, whew, world, watch out, because they're coming for it, for everything that they were told that they could not have. Once they truly decide on a path, once they truly decide on something that they want, boy, a Capricorn will mow you down to get there. Because they are slow, they are steady, they are relentless, and they do everything by the book. Very, very powerful sign, Capricorn. I dated 3 of you guys. I've got 2 Capricorn sisters. I had a Capricorn grandfather. I've known many Capricorns throughout my life, and all of you are very successful in one shape or form. And, you know, boy, when you guys put your mind to something and you decide you want something, don't get in the way of that, because you will get mown down. And this is in the best way, and this is what I say to you. I really feel like this moment now, this is you making the decision, certainly around the new moon. That's when it kind of comes into sharp focus of, right, this is what I want. This is the next step. This is the next logical step for what I want to create. Once you've made that decision, the next fortnight's going to be about you really formulating the plan, putting it down into words, you know, visualizing it, thinking, right, what does it look like? What does it feel like? And how am I going to actualize that? Really, really powerful actions for you guys over the next fortnight. Let me know what it is that you decide on. I'm really intrigued. Your money and your materials. Your money and your materials. So when I see this card, the 5 of Wands talks about a lot of people talking at once. It talks about a group. It talks about group settings. It talks about lots of people interacting. Now, it's interesting because obviously when we do this spread, we start to read cards in conjunction, which is why I enjoy it so much. So you've got here, this is about your goals. It's about your achievements. It's about laying the foundation for what it is that you want. The next card is your money and your materials. What is it that you need to start to build? And you know, this is what these guys are doing. Fair enough, there's lots of people talking and it's really loud and everybody's putting their 2 cents in and and it's building and the energy's frenetic and all of the rest of it. But this is you bringing your focus and your clarity to the group situation. This is you bringing your focus and your steely resolve into your money and your materials. This is you looking at them and saying, right, where am I scattered? Where am I bleeding money? Where am I bleeding resources? And sometimes your resources aren't money. Sometimes it's your time. Sometimes it's the things that you own. Sometimes it's the faculties. It's the things that you buy. Like one of the things for me, even though I'm not a Capricorn, that I've said to myself over the last 3 weeks is I've been wasting food like ridiculous. You know, the amount of food that I've chucked away over the last 3 weeks is just phenomenal. And it's like, you know what, that's really, really wasteful. And it's really sad as well because, you know, there's people out there struggling to buy food and I'm here throwing it away. You know, that's really, really wasteful. And it's about getting conscious about those kind of things. What are your resources? Where are you bleeding money? Where are you wasting money? This is about you bringing some, so, you know, in terms of your home, where is it that you can start to save money? Where is it that you can start to direct finances in a better way? Once you get a handle on that, I really feel like you're going to bring this clarity and focus into your finances, into your money, into your materials. And also, I kind of feel like in terms of money, in terms of disputes around money or settlements or, you know, inheritances or anything like that, these things are going to be settled. Within the next fortnight, this is it. You know, you will have your answer for good, for bad, for what is deemed to be fair by all people or no people. You will have your answer over the next fortnight. So whatever disputes or words or things that are going back or, you know, communications that you're having around money and materials, they are settled over this fortnight. And I really hope and pray that it's one that that benefits you and that really allows you to close a chapter in your life. Certainly a chapter that has been dragging on for quite some time. Your next card, your heart and your hearth. This talks about your personal relationships, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the lover, the partner, the, you know, wife, husband, the family, the friends, all of that stuff. Oh, look at this. Woohoo! So, you get the lovers in the space of the heart and the hearth. You couldn't ask for more. This talks about your personal relationships. So for those of you that are single and looking, this is you finding a partner or finding somebody that could be a potential partner, in a group setting. Because again, remember I said we're reading the cards in conjunction. So it's not just about what their own value is and their, you know, their tagline for the position they're in. It's about reading them as a whole. And this says to me, if you're single and you're looking and you're thinking, okay, I might be finally ready to do this. You meet the person that you're able to start to really connect with in a group setting. This is, if you're invited out, go. If you are, you see something and you think, oh, do you know what? I'd really like to go to that. If it's a seminar, if it's, a movie, if it's a workshop or anything like that, anything where people speak and communicate and interact with each other a lot. So, like I said, this is a lot of people talking at once. Then you've got the Lovers card, which is actually ruled by the sign of Gemini. Gemini is all about communication. It's about speaking. It's about listening. It's about interaction. Yeah. So if you're looking to meet somebody and you're single, like I said, if that's your experience, go to anything that you know that you have to involve yourself or immerse yourself in a group, because that's where you will find somebody that really, really pushes your buttons in all the best ways. For those of you in established bonds, this is time to stop letting other people put their 2 pence in your relationship. This is a lot of people speculating on something that's very private. It's time to tell them to shut up and mind their own business, to be quite frank. Whether they're trying to help, whether they're trying to support is irrelevant. You need to tell people to stop interfering in your personal relationship. For those of you that this talks about your children or your friends, or your social life, this talks about, being more out there, being more open. And it also talks about being a bit more fun. This is about not being so serious. This is about not getting so like bogged down with the dun 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 or any of that stuff. This is about you really tapping into a light and free and buzzy and fun energy, a vibrant energy. Tap more into that now than anything else, because that's what's awaiting you. It's certainly this card is a great card actually, and like I said, it's ruled by Gemini, but it's blessed by the Archangel Raphael, which talks about healing. It talks about love. It talks about, the heart space and tapping into that heart space. Get in touch with your emotions and start to show them to people, especially your personal relationships, your communications. Okay, look at this. So you have the opposite of... I think it was the Scorpio in terms of the first and the last card out. So your communications come through the Queen of Water, the Queen of Cups. Who is she? She is a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio female as a person. Somebody that is nurturing, somebody that is warm, somebody that's intuitive, somebody that can almost be a little bit smothering as well, because they just care so bloody much. But as an archetype of self, this talks about your communications coming from a space of love, not coming from a space of vulnerability, or rather coming from a space of vulnerability, but not weakness. The thing that the people misunderstand about the court cards of water, even the King of Cups, although he is the most effeminate of all of the kings, he's actually he's one of the most powerful, because he rules the tides of his emotions. He is in 100% control of them, as is the Queen of Water. The Queen of Cups knows her emotions. She knows her inner world. And this talks about your communication. What is your communication style? What are you communicating to people? Are you putting your best, are you saying the best things about yourself to people? Or are you presenting an air of doubt? Are you presenting, a period of uncertainty and not being able to choose? Why do I say not being able to choose? Because one of the other taglines for the Lovers card is about choice. It's about what you choose, about what you choose to interact with, about what you choose to really tap into. It's about what you choose to communicate to people. The Queen of Cups is how you do that, from a place of love. But more importantly, one of the things about the Queen of Cups that nobody will ever tell you is she loves herself just as much as she loves everybody else. And that is one of her greatest, most powerful assets. When you can come from that space, when you can truly love and nurture and nourish yourself, your communication is blessed, because you don't have to win at anything. And when you don't have to win at anything, you don't have to compete at anything. And when you don't have to compete, you communicate from a space of truly being who you are, without any agenda, without any of that stuff. So really, really powerful, really potent cards for you guys this fortnight. And then finally, your destiny card. What do you have? What is the overarching theme? What do you need to know? This one keeps calling out to me. Look at this. Beautiful. The Empress. This talks about beauty, talks about love, it talks about fertility, it talks about fertile ground on which to build, it talks about beautiful surroundings. This talks about your ability to tap into nature. And I will say this to you, Capricorn, out of anybody else, over the next fortnight, find somewhere, find somewhere beautiful. Find somewhere that really excites your senses, whether it's a sensory garden, you know, these places that you can go where they've got lush herbs and beautiful things that you can touch and smell, and then, you know, at the end you can go and taste things that are made from the same herbs and flowers and stuff that have been grown. Find something like that, or just go to a woodland, or, you know, go anywhere that you can really tap into and be of and interact with nature, because it will soothe your soul and it will really refresh and reboot and recharge you, so that going forward you can start to really actualize this stuff. You know, you've got a very packed fortnight. Actually, you've got probably one of the busiest fortnights out of all of the signs, if I'm honest. So really tap into that energy and be open to what comes. Okay, I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself, and I hope that these messages helped you in some way, shape or form. To the continued subbies, thank you so much. Your support and your love means everything. To those of you that are just passing through, I hope you found something that helped you, and to those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to Radiant Reality. We are so chuffed and so happy to have you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the video and the channel. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so on the links below, and I will see you very soon. Take care.